Breaking news. According to my source, Sweet Tooth is finally appearing as DLC in a Mortal Kombat game, which is going to be Mortal Kombat 12. And I got some even more good news on top of that. A lot of you probably scratching your head like, wait a minute, Wave, what are you talking about? Sweet Tooth will never appear in Mortal Kombat. Well, good news is the same person who put the deal together for God of War is the same person who is the co-creator on Twisted Metal. How dope is that? How dope is that? That's dope, right? So I wanted to take the time out to bring this to your attention so that way you can be aware as to what's going on and how we're going to be able to get this character in Mortal Kombat 12. Now, I don't need to tell you guys, but I am super duper excited about this. Now, one of the creators for, let's say, Twisted Metal is David Scott Hefe. David Scott Hefe. His best work is God of War and Twisted Metal. Now, the rights holder is Sony. Now, he signed a deal with Sony. He had a company called Eat Sleep Play, I should say. The studio signed a multi-year deal with Sony to create games exclusively for PlayStation. Now, he ended up way back in February 2012, he left Eat Sleep Play. That was back in 2012. I'm just giving you the timeline here. Now, in 2014, he announced his first project. On that studio, he worked on something called Bollet Jones, Supernatural, Detective Agency, Dawn of Death. That was like a PS4 exclusive or something like that. Now, the game, it had mixed reviews, whatever the case is. And look, it had a cancellation of an unannounced title. His newfound company shut down a year later after that. Now, he did heavily express that instead of working on that unannounced title, he would rather do another, let's say, Twisted Metal game. Now, since he left his previous company, he basically just live streams and stuff like that on Twitch and YouTube, and he communicates with the audience and things of that nature. So now that I gave you his quick backstory, I kind of wanted to just take the time out to let you know what was going on with that. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get back to what you actually came here for. You came here for the proof, right? So, did you know that Twisted Metal 2 was a comic book? And guess who published the comic book back in 96? Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll, please. DC Comics is the one that published that freaking comic book. That was published back in 1996. Now, we know DC and NetherRealm Studios has a good working relationship because they make the Injustice games. NRS makes the Injustice games, and they're signed to Warner Brothers, which is DC. The whole thing is there, DC Comics, everything right down the middle. Now, not only do we have that information, we also have even more information. So the more information that I have is this. Not only is Twisted Metal making a return, but Twisted Metal is also coming to the big screen. You know, NRS like them guest characters, right? They love them guest characters. So not only is Twisted Metal, I'll say it again, not only is Twisted Metal coming to HBO Max, they're getting their own series. I'm saying this slow so you can understand. They will be making their return with a new video game. And what better way to do that than to have some cross promotion by appearing in Mortal Kombat. And the person that's going to be appearing in Mortal Kombat is the one you see on your screen, which is Sweet Tooth. Now, a lot of you probably wondering what this video is. Don't worry. I'm going to replay this video for you with audio when I'm done so you can kind of get the full scope of what's going on here. Now, for those of you that want more details, don't worry. I got that for you too. So check this out. So basically, Sony purchased a new studio. And the name of the new studio is called Fire Spirit is what it's called. Fire Sprite, Fire Spirit, same thing. And what's happening is they took that studio right there and they dropped Twisted Metal right in their hands. Now, Sony announced in September, I think was it September? Yeah, September of 2022, that it acquired that studio. That studio was established in 2012 by a former member of SIE Studio. Guess what SIE stands for? Sony Interactive Entertainment. Dun dun dun. Now, prior to its acquisition, that same studio, Fire Sprite, has been recruited for 2 titles, which was a multiplayer shooter, y'all, and a dark narrative adventurous game with defining goals. What does that sound like? Sounds like Twisted Metal. Now, the PlayStation Studios boss, his name is Herman Hulse. He did say at the time when he bought the studio, after a number of years of closely collaborating on several games together, that he would be delighted to welcome them as their 14th studio. Those is his words. Now, Fire Sprite, I ain't gonna lie, it is very creative and ambitious. It's a very creative and ambitious studio that is exceptional at building incredible experiences that truly showcase the potential of the PlayStation hardware. Shouts out to them. Their team's technical and creative capabilities are paramount. I'm talking about they are paramount. I think you'll be excited for what they got to come. Now, it is understood that Sony intends to bring Twisted Metal. Like I said before, they're bringing Twisted Metal so it can coincide, a Twisted Metal video game to coincide with the upcoming TV series. And guess what year that TV series is coming out? 2023. Now, while my source did not provide an explanation as to why they changed game developers, because remember, at one point, Lucid, the people who created, I believe it was called Destruction All-Stars, they were the ones that were going to create Twisted Metal, but Sony snatched it out their hand, kicked it to the curb, and sent it 15 minutes down the street to another studio. Literally 15 minutes down the street. Now, Sony did express commitment to Twisted Metal, the franchise. That was earlier this month when it reiterated on stage at CES 2022 that a TV series is in development and displayed artwork on the screen. Now, I kind of want to go ahead and show a clip of them doing that. I hope I don't get copyrighted. So the clip should play right now. If it does not play at all in this video, I took it out because I ended up getting copyrighted, or I just didn't want to deal with the headache. So you should see the clip now. If you don't, then you can research it yourself, or I'll leave a link in the description and you can watch it there. The Twisted Metal TV project was officially announced by PlayStation Productions Movie and TV Studios. So let me go ahead and get to the point of what you guys all really want to get, what you really want to get deep into, right? We already know that the comic book was produced by DC Comics back in 1996. That's evidence number 1. Number 2, the co-creator worked on God of War. God of War did a deal in the past for us to get Kratos. That's number 2. Number 3, there's a film adaptation of this that's coming in 2023, and NRS loves to do cross promotion. That's number 3 right there. So I just wanted to take the time out to bring all of this wonderfulness to your attention, all of it. And WB Discovery CEO clears Ed Boon's request to go out to Sweet Tooth is just, no pun intended, sweet. So the graphics and what they're going to be able to do with Sweet Tooth is just going to be fantastic across the board. This is something I don't think nobody is going to be able to wrap their mind around. Now, my source did inform me that Sweet Tooth would be a nice filler to fill the spot of the Joker. Mind you, he's a killer clown. So they already have the majority of the assets that they need, because they're going to use some of Joker's assets, and they're going to be creating some new stuff across the board. Now, when it comes to Joker assets, they're not going to use his entire moveset or nothing like that. But they are going to take some of the clown-like features and include it within his character. Now, I'm excited because, like I said, there's a working relationship and a working history for Mortal Kombat and, the God of War creator and things of that nature, as well as Sony and DC Comics being involved by them publishing the what is it, the Twisted Metal comics back in '96. So you see what I'm saying? There's some rapport that's already been built there, and having rapport is one of the best things that you can have when you going back to do business with somebody that you previously did business with. So I'm super excited. There's a lot they can do with him. I mean, he has a head that's on fire. He's basically a serial killer. Everything just fits and it screams Mortal Kombat. And if you ask me, Twisted Metal need to kill the whole car crap and they need to turn themselves into a fighting game, or at least have some type of fighting game, and that really can get this franchise popping. I mean, you got cars that shoot missiles and rockets and stuff like that, and it almost reminds me of that Rocket League game. And I'm sorry, it's just not popping. I'm not saying they can't make it work, but you know, they can't make it work. Simple as that. So I want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below real quick. Would you accept this clown as a DLC character? That's what I like to know. I think Sweet Tooth would be, no pun intended, pretty sweet as a DLC character. His moveset can be crazy. His X-ray can include his ice cream truck. And they really can explore on his insane and his craziness. And with the new graphics that they have, remember I told you they wanted to show off that scorpion flaming head. Well, now they can do that with, let's say, this killer clown. He has a flaming head just like Scorpion and just like Ghost Rider, who's also been, let's say, mentioned as DLC before in the past. I think it would be pretty fantastic for them to move forward with including him into the game. So that's all I have to say there. I'm going to restart this video and I'm going to add the audio to it so you can get the backstory for this guy here. Hopefully there's no crazy music that's going to get me copyrighted or anything like that. But if so, then I'm just going to clip the video and re-upload it. You'll probably never know that it happened. And if it does, then, you know, we'll fix it as we go along. But check this out, guys. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, as this is your brand new favorite and exclusive place for daily Mortal Kombat content. Share it with a friend. Remember, sharing is caring. Check out this video. Catch you in the next one.
What's on your mind tonight, Father? Says here you're a preacher of some kind or something.
Time manipulation, mind reading. Oh, he has many powers. Why, he can even raise the dead. And once spawned, they are forever loyal to Calypso. But this year, I will bring him to his
listen. Every year this time, I got people calling in with his bull.
No! You must believe Calypso is the reason for all the violence. He is the devil!
I do agree with him on one thing. It's bad out there, folks. Real bad. But I got a solution. Stay in tonight and lock your doors.
Looks like Calypso's got himself another driver for this year's contest. was the one. She was the only one. There have been so many people I've killed over the years. But her, she was the only one who ever escaped. She was the one that got away. I don't blame myself. They were my first murders. Oh, boys and girls. But she was a fighter. That stupid bitch. She actually hurt me. That's how she managed to escape. That... and that damned picture. How many years has that been? And I still think about her. I still crave her screams and her death. She needs to be gutted. Then I'll shove her in my icebox and we'll be together forever. I just have to win Calypso's stupid little contest, and any prize I ask for will be mine. Calypso. They say he has many powers. When I win, he's going to send me where she's been hiding all these years. And this time, I'm going to finish what I started. This time, I'm going to make her bleed. There was a time, right after she escaped, that I almost caught her. I could sense where she was. Her fear. It was so ripe. This would be fun. It was like Christmas morning. Every hallway filled with little gifts. Little, tiny, blood-filled gifts. So many of them tried to fight. I think they wanted to make it fun for me. I think they were happy for me. Looking back, I'm so glad I decided to take the stairs. Her sweet stench lingered in the hall, but I had just missed her. I hated that name.
Say cheese, cheese.
It reminded me of how I hated him. How I hated being him. His stupid little life. That stupid little job. It took me years of screaming and clawing and breaking him down. Years of calling out to him, trying to get him to set me free. But he was such a coward. Then one night it happened. One night I called. And he answered. And after I got him to carve me, I killed him. For my first murders, I chose the perfect targets. The perfect family. I chose his family.
Marcus, no!
Marcus doesn't live here anymore.
Please, no! Marcus, wait!
Shut up and bleed, you motherfucker! They all died so easily. Except for her. She was a surprise. Where did she go? I'll find her. I'll fucking find her. Can't hide from me, little girl. You can't hide from Daddy. The battle was over. I had killed almost everyone. But she was still out there. And Calypso knew where she was hiding. For my prize, I told Calypso to send me where she'd been all these years. Oh, tonight, I'd finally get to cut her. Take me to her now!
Your wish is granted.
Calypso. Calypso. Where's my goddamned prize?
Look around, Sweet Tooth. You've been given your prize. That night, when she first encountered you, she was so traumatized. She was so damaged. The hospital just wasn't really working for her. So she checked herself out and made other arrangements. She's been dead for 10 years.
You can't kill me! You can't kill me! You can't ever kill me! I'll find you, Calypso! I'll fucking find you and fucking kill you! You will fear Sweet Tooth! I will fucking cut your insides out! You will fear me, you motherfucker! You will fear me!
All right, guys. So how are you feeling about this backstory of this Twisted Metal character, Sweet Tooth? How do you feel about this? Do you feel like he would fit in Mortal Kombat? I feel like he would do fantastic in the Netherrealm. I feel like he would totally shine in the Netherrealm if they take his character and connect it there. You know how they do the little custom-made stories. or whatever, I think that would be completely dope for them to do that. I look forward to playing with this character. Hopefully he doesn't get canceled. And as I always say in all my videos, you know, even though I get this information from a source, make sure you take all this information with a grain of salt, as it has not been officially confirmed by NRS or Ed Boon. Now, the TV show for Twisted Metal has been confirmed, and all the other information is verifiable. You can look it up yourself, as far as the creator of God of War also being the creator of Twisted Metal. You can correct me in the comment section below if you need to or whatever, but he greenlit Kratos being in Mortal Kombat before, so he's done business with Ed Boon previously. And as I mentioned, DC Comics is the one who published the comics for it, so there's a working relationship on all ends. But anyway, make sure you smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications as we ride the wave all the way to 20K. Thank you guys so much. We almost there. Stay tuned for the next video, which is tomorrow around about the same time. Catch you guys then. You're fantastic. Go ahead and drop that beautiful outro and classic music.